So I actually don't understand how they can ship this out in the mail. This seems very dangerous. Do we have a fire extinguisher? Go for it.
I'm Leif Arneson, and this is my brother Anders. We're on a mission to help 1 million vegans get into the best shape of their lives. Steaks and grass are gross, so even though we can't cook, we made a cooking show to prove how simple and healthy vegan food can be. Welcome to the Mediocre Vegan Kitchen.
So today we're going to be preparing tofu in 3 ways using...
Not two?
Not 2. We're going to be doing it in 3 ways, and we're going to be doing that without pressing. So the one thing, whenever we're making food, we just try to basically make it as quick as possible.
We like efficiency and effectiveness, and that's what this is.
And I don't like pressing tofu.
We like
it just
saving
takes too much time. And I know that
we
there
said
are
time at the same time.
time. I know that there are ways of like you can have like tofu presses and stuff. I know it's not super complex, but it takes some time and it's just like extra things, and don't want that. So the first recipe we're going to be doing is peanut butter chocolate Oreo cheesecake. So we're going to be starting with dessert because
Dessert's always first.
dessert is first, and as Anders said prior to filming, if you eat dessert before dinner,
It doesn't count.
it doesn't count. So I guess we can have dessert after dinner, after dessert as well. Maybe.
Let's roll. This is a super simple recipe. So
Yeah, we're actually going to time this.
we're going to see how long it takes. Hopefully, we'll just do that.
Okay, so we have powdered peanut butter,
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so
We have-
difficult.
liquid stevia, so like a sweetener. We also have protein powder, chocolate protein.
Yes!
Oh, man. So,
The wheel of misfortune.
there we go.
You
All
have
right.
to spin it way better than I did.
Does it matter which way you spin it? No, it doesn't. Oh.
Banana time.
Banana time?
Yeah. Banana. Banana.
Wow, I didn't know we had a dance for this.
I just made it up. Throw me the banana. Huzzah! All right. Banana time is Leif has 30 seconds to eat a whole banana. 30 seconds is 30 seconds.
30 seconds is pretty fast.
So you might choke and get pie in the face.
I'm gonna lubricate first.
Oh.
Okay.
Dramatic music. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait. Maybe 30 seconds is... Look. Timer. It's going. It's swallow it whole. You got 10 seconds. No, it has to be all completely gone. Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it all. 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
You still got some in your mouth.
I didn't eat it cleanly. Oh, man.
I consider that a fail.
What do you mean a fail?
You still got stuff in your mouth.
I have it on my lips. I actually did that.
He's packing it down there around his lips. He's like,
Okay, I'm not.
I don't know. Do we give it to him or what?
What? Damn.
All right.
I feel like I got that.
I'm
and that was
overruled.
really challenging, so...
That was perfect. Step 1 of the recipe. And right when you say step 1, I'm going to start the timer. You ready?
Let's get rolling. So,
Super simple.
all right, so your job is to just chop that up. That's going to be the garnish that we put, well, actually, no, it's going to be the crust. So just chop that up, and then that's
We
going
should
to...
do half inside it and half on top. That's what we should do.
So step 1 is in a food processor, combine like all of this stuff. You gotta be really,
So is this the top or bottom?
it's the bottom. It's the crust.
That
All right, so you got some powdered peanut butter. Whenever you make powdered peanut butter and you're just adding water, first of all, it's an awesome hack. If you want peanut butter without all the calories of regular peanut butter, then you can just use this stuff. But
tastes just as good too.
Yeah, it really does. It has all the peanut taste because it is actual peanuts. It just is defatted, so they removed kind of most of the dietary fat. I put in a little too much water. It's okay, but I put in a little too much water. Just add water.
That is not okay. That's too much water.
Add water slowly. All right, so we got powdered peanut butter there, and then I'm going to combine the tofu protein powder. Just a dash of salt. Wow, that looks cool. Yeah. And then also putting in the stevia. So you can do this in a food processor, but gonna get a workout here.
That's a big. What do you think?
That looks pretty good. All right,
Done.
So actually, yeah, with the silken tofu, you don't even need a food processor, but you can use one if you want, especially if you're doing a bigger volume. That might be helpful.
Silken tofu is a great addition to any baking, or a lot of people, and I have done this before, is put into smoothies.
It makes things creamier and also adds some protein.
So a lot of people use that's not macro friendly for cheesecakes, or like cashews and so forth, but this is just a much better alternative.
And lots of people think that soy is bad for you, and that is totally false. There are phytoestrogens in soy, and they are 1,000 times less of an estrogenic effect than the actual hormone estrogen. So, not a problem.
Fun fact, as children, we never got along. And now look at us, baking cheesecake together.
Got along. We did everything together as children.
Now we used to beat up each other quite a bit. Nice, easy. Epic. Drizzle.
All right, so that is just under 7 minutes.
7 minutes, and now we freeze. Not freeze. Refrigerate.
We put it in the fridge to set for an hour. So that took us 7 minutes, but we were kind of describing how to even do this and stuff. Like, this is
if you had all the ingredients and just put it together, you could do that in.
It's like a 5-minute recipe. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna put this in the fridge, and then we're gonna move on to the next recipe. All right, so the next recipe that we got is tofu scramble. This is a personal favorite. Do you like tofu scramble?
I love tofu scramble. If it's made right, which this is.
We are gonna make it right. So, we have some extra firm tofu. We have spinach. We have nutritional yeast. We have turmeric. We have mustard powder.
Is it turmeric or turmeric?
It has an R, so turmeric.
Turmeric.
Anyways, then we
got
have
spices.
We have salt and
That's
pepper.
what we got.
We got spices. We got nutritional yeast. We have extra firm tofu, and we have spinach. So there are generally 3 different types of tofu. We have silken tofu, firm tofu, and then extra firm tofu. Generally, I cook with extra firm tofu, and that just works out. There's also super firm tofu, actually, so there are kind of 4 usually. Basically, the more firm, kind of the better for like toasting or air frying or something like that. So this is extra firm, and yeah, those are the ingredients. So
we never even press our tofu ever.
No, I never press tofu.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. I don't make anything that requires a tofu press, which is why we have this episode.
Yes. Save you time.
All right. So
what do we need?
We need to start putting this stuff into a nonstick pan. Put that somewhere. All right, we have kind of a dangerous thing. I don't know if this is something we should even be using in a house, but we have a...
Ooh, it's fresh out of the box.
We actually got a bunch of propane in the mail. It's like a case of water bottles.
You ready for this thing? You're
no.
going to witness the end of the vegan gym. I wasn't prepared to go camping during this show.
Yes. I actually, use. I generally. Do you know how to use that? Yeah. Okay.
Do it. It's just.
Do we have a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Like within arm's reach? Just gonna. Go for it. Wow. Actually, that was really.
That was so much more smooth than I thought.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Look at that.
And we're alive!
That's beautiful.
Generally, I do this in a pan, actually. I usually do this right in the pan.
I think you just wanted something to do while I was working this thing.
Okay, so that's kind of how we make it look. This is a non-stick pan, so we don't have to use any oil. Famous last words, but
Nah.
now we are just going to basically add all the spices.
What are you reading? We just need to add the spices, dude.
All right,
It's that simple.
all right, we got.
It's
some,
that simple. You try to complicate it.
All right, we got some nutritional yeast, so that's going in.
Yummy. I love nutritional yeast.
Salt and pepper.
So delicate.
We have some mustard powder.
I love the sound of like stuff sizzling in a pan. I'm actually impressed with how hot this got. He's just so confused. He just like, whatever this is, we gotta put it in.
And then we have turmeric. So this recipe is extremely easy. Wow, that's looking pretty good, and it didn't take very long, did it? So just in general, we like healthy recipes that are
I like fur.
we like healthier recipes. Generally speaking, we kind of we try to incorporate as much whole food as possible for most of my calories, and then I'm not afraid to add in some extra kind of more processed food as well. There's no problem doing that. But generally speaking, the closer it is to its kind of raw form that you'd find in nature, generally speaking, the healthier it's going to be. So we got a bunch of spinach here, which is delicious.
And what's funny about spinach is it doesn't matter how much you put in it. It always becomes like one bite after you cook it.
It looks like quite a bit, but then we'll put it in and it will all wilt.
Yeah, why don't you just touch every single piece there?
Okay. All right. Nice.
Now we wait.
So super fast, easy recipe. It's packed with protein, packed with micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and super healthy. So it aligns with your health goals and also your fitness goals, and it tastes great, and it's really easy. So checks all the boxes. And you don't have to press the tofu, which I don't like doing.
Yeah.
So.
The benefit to pressing tofu is that you apparently have time on your hands.
That's not a benefit.
That's the joke. There is no benefit.
All right, the reason people press their tofu is to extract the water content from the tofu and then have more of the kind of soybean mixture left over, and that's not as necessary if you get extra firm or super firm tofu. So that's generally kind of why I like incorporating that. But for something like the cheesecake recipe or something else, silken tofu makes sense. And yeah, that's definitely not something you can press. You can't press silken tofu.
Yeah, you just lose all of it.
So that's the reason that that people press it, but it just takes a little too much time.
I mean, it's literally done. Look at that.
All right, so that is tofu scramble. Really simple. Doesn't take long at all. Might take you like 10-15 minutes, and it is delicious
Sizzling.
and nutritious. So we're gonna set this aside and jump into the next recipe. All right, for our final recipe of the day, we're gonna be doing crispy breaded tofu.
Crispy!
So Honors is going to be mixing all the spices and also the breaded portion, which is actually oats. So we got some oats here.
Blended up oats.
So
That's
yes,
important.
they were blended. First, I need a knife so I can start cutting this into cubes. Whoa, that's pretty dangerous. All right, so
So surprised you are.
I probably shouldn't have done that actually. Now they're
That
not
was a
going to be
terrible
good cubes.
idea.
All right, don't ever do that. Here.
Yeah, I got skills.
All right, so one hack
Ooh, that's the chili powder.
to cut tofu that
paprika.
I don't see lots of people doing, which is actually super helpful.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Firm.
All right, great. So, all right, so the way that I do this to make like equal sections in tofu, you just cut it in half. So you just eyeball it like directly in half, and then you cut it in half again. You can actually even stack it on top, and then you could cut down all of it and then know exactly as you're doing half. So that's a nice little hack. And then you have all of them exactly the same, which is really helpful.
You'll make all the perfectionists happy.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do the same thing again.
Yeah. No, let me do my thing.
So now you have like awesome little cubes that are all the same size, and it works out really well.
You asked me to talk about the spices, and then you just stole the show with his tofu. All right. We got some paprika, chili powder. We got some chili oil. I don't know if anyone will get that reference. But
Chili oil, is that a thing?
yeah, it's disgustingly hot. That's garlic, onion, and then some nutritional yeast, which is actually a fair good amount of protein in nutritional yeast.
All right, so while he's mixing that up, put all these pieces into a container, and then
Oh, that's a beautiful blend.
we're gonna add some oil.
I feel like we should have better cooking vocabulary.
Yeah, I don't know cooking words. Cut, bake, eat. All right, so we got this, we got the cut up tofu in here, and I'm gonna pour over a little bit of oil. This is 1 tablespoon of oil, which contains 120 calories, which is a heck of a lot of calories. So you wanna use oil very sparingly. Lots of people, especially in the vegan world, choose to be oil-free, and that's perfectly fine if you want to do that. I don't think a little oil here and there is such a bad thing. I believe in kind of moderation and balance. So if you want to have some oil and have that in foods, that's totally fine. Just be sure that you're tracking how many calories you're actually putting, because it adds up super fast.
A crazy comparison is this small little portion there is like a banana. Like a small banana right there.
That's true.
Calorically wise. That's what I mean. Shake a bait, baby. Let's do it. Efficiency. Look at that.
All right.
That's plenty. You want to do the honors of shaking?
My hands are all dirty.
All right.
You just do it. Wow. Why don't you? Holy
For
cow, what is that?
dramatic effect. Wow, those coated really nicely.
Actually, that looks pretty good. You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't make this
That's
recipe.
what happens. Well, I had to add a little bit more spice to it.
It is.
Got some chili powder on my nostrils.
It is pungent. In a good way.
Whoa, that's a good cooking word.
That's not a cooking word.
Describing word. Wow.
Describing, also known as an adjective. This looks better than it should for what we put into it.
We're going to have to get a close-up of this once we put it on the rack.
Put in some mediocre effort and get a delicious, easy, healthy
So
result.
we have to put it on 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Put that bad boy in there. What?
So So here are the 3 recipes that we pulled together. We have tofu scramble, we have a vegan cheesecake made from silken tofu, and we have breaded crispy tofu. So these are all...
The crazy thing is, all these ingredients, if you, like, you can make all this in prepared and cooking in less than 15-20 minutes. Easily.
Each one individually.
Yeah.
Very, very simple, easy recipes, packed with protein and micronutrients, and also none of them require pressing your tofu, which is an added bonus. So we're gonna go through and taste test and rank them from 1 to 10. So,
yeah.
Here's your plate. Always use wooden utensils, unlike Anders on
Cheers.
pan.
That's really good.
It's pretty decent.
Very.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'd probably give it at least 7. What would you give it?
I'll give it an 8. I would.
If I add some more salt, I'd probably pull off an 8.
I'm excited for this.
Quite good.
Though. Listen to that. That's crispy.
It is pretty crispy.
I'm gonna try mine with some mustard.
You got a caveman over here. I will take some
Wow. That gets a second one.
So we both love mustard. We've always grown up really enjoying mustard. I don't even know how that really started. But here we go.
That is spectacular. That is like...
That's really good.
Now, I don't give anything a 10. I'll give that a 9.
Can't believe how simple that was to...
that crunch is phenomenal.
I'm like for sure gonna make this.
Okay, we gotta move on.
I might have ranked that too highly for the scale that this has just created. I think 6.5.
Oh, you can't change your number. You can't do that. That's cheating.
All right, 6.5, 9.5. That's what I rank it.
Give me a spoon. I'm very interested into this. You have to make sure that we get a little bit of crust at the bottom here.
So if there's one dessert that I do actually kind of like, it's cheesecake. So
Yes.
it's weird that you want to do that.
I would say it's more of like a
Custard.
cheesecake mousse or something like that. I'd give that a 5.
Oh really? I don't even like chocolate and I'd rank it higher than that. That's actually pretty good. I guess I'm surprised. You want to add some mustard? Yeah, go back to that. Yeah, actually, I'll go back to that one as well. I'd probably give that 6.5. Pretty solid. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy going through trying these recipes. They're super simple, packed with protein, very nutritious, and they do not take a lot of time, which is a huge benefit. I like fast, easy, nutritious meals, and that is what all of this stuff is. So depending on your taste preferences, maybe you enjoy some of these more than others. See how your kind of experience ranks against ours. You can post your ratings in the comments for these different ones, and we'd love to hear from you guys. So hope you enjoyed this episode. So be sure that you keep your tofu firm, keep your banana speckled, and do not settle for being mediocre.
You just threw it into the trash can. Oh. Delete that footage right now. Totally should have opened this up before. We're the Mediocre Kitchen. We need to do it in New York.